These are terrifying new images of a sewer monster, which have been captured by city workers in New York City. After viewing the footage, some say that the video appears to show a demon, while others say it's an escaped mental patient. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It all started when workers were sent to investigate the sewers of New York City. The team consisted of experts in plumbing and drainage who go around checking the sewage system to make sure it is working properly. They suspected there may be some rats or debris in the tunnel, but nothing too crazy. However, they were wrong. The footage comes from a tiny crack in the tunnel where a camera was lowered in. What the team saw on the other side was not supposed to be seen by human eyes. You can see a huge dark figure with glowing yellow eyes staring directly at the camera. Right after this, the screen cuts to black and white for a few seconds before returning back to color. The figure had disappeared, but you can still see its sinister grin carved into the wall behind it. If you look closely, you can also notice what seems to be dripping water on the left-hand side of the screen. This would suggest that the creature isn't actually part of the wall, but instead is a real being standing inside the tunnel. According to the Daily Star, the workers watched in horror as the thing moved closer and closer to the camera. At first, they thought it might try to attack it, but it simply vanished. As the workers continued to explore the tunnel, their worst nightmares began to come true. They realized the creature wasn't the only thing lurking in the shadows. There seemed to be hundreds of glowing yellow eyes watching their every move. Some say that the video could be fake, but if it is, why would the city bother making it? The fact that it hasn't been debunked yet means we should keep an open mind about what could be hiding in our sewers. In the past, similar videos have turned out to be hoaxes. For example, a video which surfaced online in 2009 appeared to show a creepy clownfish swimming in the waters off the coast of Japan. Many people believed this could be a never-before-seen species of clownfish, but in reality, it was someone trying to promote their new circus act. Similarly, a video which surfaced online in 2018 appeared to show a strange green humanoid creature walking along a beach in Brazil. Once again, many people believed this could be a never-before-seen species of animal, but in reality, it was someone trying to gain views and subscribers. But what if this video is the real deal? Well, let us take a look at some of the most terrifying cryptids that could be living in the sewers of New York City. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is one of the most famous cryptids in the world. It's said to be a large, hairy, human-like creature that lives in the forests of North America. Although there's no concrete evidence that Bigfoot exists, there have been countless sightings over the years. Could it be that Bigfoot has managed to avoid detection by humans for so long by living in the sewers of New York City? The Loch Ness Monster, also known as Nessie, is another famous cryptid. It's said to be a large aquatic creature that lives in Loch Ness in Scotland. Again, there's no concrete evidence that the Loch Ness Monster exists, but that hasn't stopped people from searching for it for centuries. Could it be that the Loch Ness Monster is actually a sewer monster? After all, New York City has a lot of water and a lot of sewers. The Jersey Devil is a creature from legend that's said to live in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. It's described as a flying humanoid with hooves and a tail and a disturbing screech. Sightings of the Jersey Devil date back to the 18th century, and it remains one of the most famous cryptids in the United States. Could it be that the Jersey Devil is actually the sewer monster? The creature in the video does seem to have hooves, and the Pine Barrens are not too far from New York City. The chupacabra is a cryptid that's said to live in the Americas. It's said to be a hairless, dog-like creature that sucks the blood of its victims. Sightings of the chupacabra date back to the 1990s, and it remains one of the most feared cryptids in the Americas. Could it be that the chupacabra is actually the sewer monster? The creature in the video does look somewhat dog-like, and the Americas are not too far from New York City. The kraken is a legendary sea monster that's said to live in the oceans of the world. It is described as a giant squid-like creature that can wrap its tentacles around ships and drag them down to the depths of the ocean. The kraken is one of the most terrifying cryptids ever discovered, and it just so happens to live in one of the largest bodies of water on planet Earth, the ocean. Could it be that the kraken is actually the sewer monster? The creature in the video does look somewhat squid-like, and the ocean is not too far from New York City. But if none of these creatures are the sewer monster, then what could it be? Well, perhaps it's simply an escaped mental patient. In fact, there are several mental institutions near the sewers where the footage was taken. It is possible that someone escaped from one of these facilities and has been hiding in the sewers ever since. Alternatively, the person could have jumped into the sewers to commit suicide. Unfortunately, it's impossible to say for sure what the person's intentions are. Perhaps the scariest part of this story is that even though the city workers saw the escaped mental patient, they didn't do anything to help him. In fact, they simply stood by and watched as he walked away. Some people have criticized the workers for being so callous, but it's important to remember that they were probably scared for their own safety. After all, they didn't know if the man was dangerous or not. What's more, the man could have been carrying a weapon or drugs. In fact, the man could have been infected with a deadly disease. There are many different diseases that can cause people to act erratically, and the man may have been suffering from one of them. Ultimately, the city workers were in a very difficult situation. They knew that they shouldn't approach the man, but they also knew that he needed help. Sadly, it seems like the man chose to disappear rather than be caught. He probably felt that he had no other choice. After all, he had been living in the sewers for months or even years. The man was probably dirty and smelly, and he didn't want to go back to society. Perhaps he felt that he didn't belong there anymore. Whatever the case may be, the sewer monster remains one of the most terrifying cryptids ever discovered. And the video footage captured by the city workers is a chilling reminder of what lurks in the shadows of our world. If you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for more content like this. And if you want to support us, please do so today. Thank you for watching.